The story of Reinhard Boonke. Reinhard Boonke was born on the 19th of April, 1940 in Königsberg, East Prussia, which is today Kaliningrad, Russia. He grew up in the difficult times of World War II, where his family lived through hardship and uncertainty. His father was a pastor, so young Reinhard grew up in a Christian home. But his journey of faith wasn't just about following his father's footsteps. It was about finding his own calling. At the age of 9, Reinhard gave his life to Christ. And soon after, he began to feel a burning fire inside him, a call to become a missionary to Africa. He often told the story of how, as a boy, he heard God's voice say to him, "Africa shall be saved." Those words became the driving force of his entire life. After Bible college in Wales, Boonke returned to Germany, pastored for a while, then set out for Africa as a missionary. In the beginning, it was small, humble, and difficult. He struggled with language, culture, and even finances. But one thing never left him: the conviction that God had called him to preach the gospel to multitudes in Africa. In the 1972nd, Boonke founded the ministry Christ for All Nations, CFN. What started small grew into one of the largest evangelistic ministries the world had ever seen. Unlike many preachers who were satisfied with small gatherings, Boonke dreamed bigger. He would rent stadiums, open fields, and vast grounds, believing that if Jesus fed 5,000, then God could also draw multitudes to hear his word. And it happened. Reinhard Boonke became known as the man who filled Africa with the gospel. His crusades drew crowds that sometimes reached 1 million people in a single service. Entire fields would be filled as far as the eyes could see, men, women, and children coming to hear about Jesus Christ. His preaching was simple, fiery, and full of faith. He would proclaim, "The gospel is not fireworks, but fireworks." Through his ministry, millions of people across Africa gave their lives to Christ. He also witnessed miracles of healing, deliverance, and transformation. But more than the miracles, his greatest legacy was the countless souls that came to Christ. In his later years, he handed over the leadership of CFAN to evangelist Daniel Kolenda. But his voice and presence continued to inspire many. Reinhard Boonke went to be with the Lord on the 7th of December, 2019, at the age of 79. His legacy: over 79 million documented decisions for Christ through his crusades, a ministry that transformed nations, especially across Africa, a legacy of faith, courage, and obedience to God's call. If I were to sum up Reinhard Boonke's life in one sentence, I would say he was a man consumed by one mission: Africa shall be saved. And he gave his entire life to seeing that vision fulfilled.